There's a reason why this message found you right now. Not last week, not last year, but in this exact heartbeat. Because the gift the universe has been hiding from you was never meant to arrive until you reached this precise moment of becoming. You felt it, haven't you? That quiet, persistent tug in your soul telling you that something was coming, but you couldn't name it. You couldn't touch it. You just knew. And maybe that knowing felt more like aching because you've been asked to wait, to lose, and to grieve what never fully formed. You've watched others receive their blessings while you stayed empty-handed, whispering to the stars, "When is it my turn?" Scorpio, the answer is finally here. Your gift was never taken from you. It was protected until this very moment. January 13th is not just another date on a calendar. For you, it is a portal, a hidden corridor in time where your karmic blueprint finally begins to bloom. It won't happen in fireworks or a flash of glory, but in a deep, silent shift where the universe begins to return what you buried long ago. Only this time, it brings it back with meaning. You see, the universe doesn't give a Scorpio anything quickly because you don't live at the surface. You live in the underworld of emotion, of truth, and of soul memory. The universe doesn't throw you coins, it forges you treasures in fire. And this gift, the one it kept hidden, it's not something to impress others, it is something to awaken you. This was never about receiving a thing, it was about becoming the one who could hold it. Ask yourself, what if everything you lost was the exact price of what's coming? What if your waiting wasn't punishment, but preparation? What if today isn't just the arrival of a blessing, but the end of a test? Let's be honest. Scorpio doesn't get anything in this life without paying for it first. You've learned this the hard way. While others receive their blessings with ease, yours always arrive wearing the disguise of a curse. What looks like a gift to them feels like a test for you. And what breaks them, it transforms you. Because Scorpio wasn't born to receive freely, you were born to earn it through your descent. Most people will never understand this about you. You don't fear pain, you fear betrayal. You fear giving your whole soul to something only to realize it was never real. And so when the universe begins to shape a blessing for you, it must first burn away everything false. Even if that means taking people, dreams, titles, or parts of yourself you thought were permanent. That is what this gift required. Not money, not effort, but surrender. And surrender is the most violent kind of transformation for a Scorpio, because you don't surrender with hands lifted in the air. You surrender like a phoenix whose wings have been broken, only to discover they were never meant to fly that way again. Think of Katy Perry, a global Scorpio icon. Before the world knew her name, she was dropped by 3 major record labels. She was broke. She was told she was too intense and too much, but she never stopped showing up in rooms where no one clapped. She let those losses purify her, and when the right moment arrived, the universe didn't just give her a song, it gave her a voice the world couldn't ignore. That is your pattern. Lose, burn, rise. If you've been wondering why your reward is delayed, it's because this hidden gift was never meant for a version of you that hadn't died yet. It's showing up now because the version of you who can hold it has finally been born. You aren't punished for your depth, you are prepared by it. Take a moment right now. What is something you've had to lose in order to find yourself again? If you're feeling this shift, comment, "I am ready to receive." Sometimes the universe answers your prayers by closing a door you begged it to keep open. You asked for peace, but someone walked away. You asked for stability, but the job ended. You asked for clarity, and suddenly every illusion shattered. Most people give up here because they think the blessing is supposed to feel good, but Scorpio knows the truth. Real gifts don't come in glitter, they come in silence, and heartbreak, and in the kind of endings that strip you down to your bones. Because only when you are stripped bare can the truth finally enter. I once had a client, a Scorpio named Alana. She was engaged, had the house, the dog, the perfect life. Then, overnight, it crumbled. He left. For weeks, she spiraled, but in her grief, she began writing again just to stay sane. She hadn't written in 10 years. A year later, she published a memoir that went viral. She once thought she lost love, but what she actually lost was a false version of love. What she gained was her soul's purpose. We turn endings into revelations. If your life feels like it's falling apart, take a breath. You aren't being punished, you are being cleared. The gift is not always the new thing that comes in. Sometimes it's the space that opens when the wrong thing leaves. You are not here to chase temporary blessings. You are here to be trusted with sacred ones. What if I told you that this gift was never out of reach? It was simply responding to your vibration, waiting for your energy to match its frequency. You don't attract with force, you attract with depth. For the past several months, you've been shifting quietly. You've been releasing people who didn't match your truth. And while on the outside, it looked like nothing was happening, on the inside, your entire energetic field was rearranging. These realignments don't make noise, they hum in the dark. You have become magnetic to everything meant for the person you were always becoming. This isn't a shiny object or a fleeting romance. This is a return of something sacred, an idea, a relationship, a calling, something you felt pulling at your spirit since childhood. It was never really gone, it was only asleep. There's a reason certain people are dreaming about you lately. There's a reason you're seeing the same numbers and feeling a shift in your very bones. That is your gift answering you. When it arrives, don't ask why now. Instead, whisper back, I knew you'd find me. You don't receive what you want, you receive what you are ready to contain. What if the reward wasn't a miracle at your doorstep, but a silent shift inside you that made everything finally make sense? You used to beg for closure, now you create your own peace. You used to wait for validation, now you move like someone who knows they don't have to earn it. This is alignment. You say no when you mean no. You stop answering calls that drain you. You no longer mourn the doors that won't open, because you know some were locked to protect you. This gift is not a prize, it's a mirror. It shows you who you are when you're no longer chasing and simply allowing. It's about remembering who you were before the world asked you to be someone else. We've come full circle now. You arrived at this message searching for a sign, but the secret most people miss is that the universe doesn't hand a Scorpio their destiny. It activates it through silence and shedding layer after layer until only your truth remains. Your gift was hidden because only the truest version of you could receive it. Not the version performing for love, not the version hustling for approval, but the one who stopped apologizing for their power. If you've listened with your soul, then you've already received it, because the gift was never the thing, the gift was you. Your ability to feel deeply, to transform silently, to hold the fire without burning others, and to sit in the dark without losing your light. That is the Scorpio miracle. You don't just survive, you alchemize. The universe never hides your blessings to punish you. It protects them until you are strong enough to hold them without breaking. And now, you are. If you feel something waking up inside you, comment, I was the gift all along. Thank you for walking this path with me. If this message stirred something in you, share your truth in the comments and subscribe. Scorpio doesn't walk the easy road, but you never have to walk it alone. We'll meet again right when the next door opens.